Welcome back, our lovely salties. On today's episode, we survived the first weekend of Burger Week. How y'all doing out there? Our Saltbox topic is to sub or not to sub. That is the burger question. And of course, we'll wrap up with everyone's favorite, our Beach's Tide Check. So grab your favorite drink and get ready to get a little salty with us. Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of the Real Salty Podcast. We are so happy you're with us. We made burger number 6 today.
This is like one of those times that we have to like grab our tables and go, this is what we trained for.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. My dog is like, wait, somewhere like I heard that.
Because so last night my mom is looking through the passport.
Yes.
And the passport is super impressive. I mean,
this year, yeah.
I have looked through that thing no less than 30 times. And I still, even though it's alphabetically, I still get upside down in it.
But, oh my God, how did I not notice it's alphabetical?
Yeah,
Thank you.
It is really good. And so we're looking through it. And Michael says to my parents, you know, Stephanie really likes this week, which is really bizarre because she never orders a burger when we go out. That's actually all I order. That's everywhere we go, I order a burger.
I've seen you order burgers before.
That's literally all I ever order. I mean, this is what I train for the entire year.
He's adorable. You know, it's adorable.
And my parents are like, because it's the classic line, what kind of burger are you going to get tonight, Steph? Every time. But anyway, so yes, we had number 6 today.
I know. Yeah, for everybody that isn't aware, as of today's recording, we are on Monday, August 24th, and the Madeira Beach Burger Week officially kicked off this past Friday. So this was the first weekend of the Burger Week. And thank baby Jesus, it encompasses 2 weekends.
Yes,
right?
2 weekends. But, oh yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Stephanie for grabbing me out of the office today and forcing me to go have lunch with her. I loved it.
Yeah. Well, you grabbed me on Friday, so that was good. So we kicked it off on Friday with Pirates Pub.
Of course we did. I mean, we did. Reigning champion. Had to go make sure.
Right. Good.
Yep. But then later that night, you weren't there, but I had Delosas.
Yeah, that was like kind of what was I thinking by not going there? Or the only thing I was thinking was, I don't know. I had just worked 3 days in a row and I work outside and I was just, yeah. And then I should have been there, but it is what it is. But yes, you had Delosas on Friday night.
I did have Delosas on Friday night. So in conjunction with the kickoff of Burger Week, it also was the kind of welcome back from summer Village Friday. Yes. So down in the pass, we always usually wind up at Delosas for dinner anyway. And so it just kind of happened. Shout out to them. I think it's the onion bone broth that they're doing with the meat.
I have to look at my passport.
Oh my God, it is so good.
Yes, it had a French onion bone broth. That's amazing.
It was really good. You know, not too many layers, not too many, you know, look at this, look at this, look at this, but a very, very good burger. Yeah.
I actually think that one of the key ingredients to a burger is the bun, and a potato bun is very, very good. I've always thought a potato bun is good.
I learned that this year. I've now had, I think, 3 of them with the potato bun. And
that's what we always get at home just for regular burgers is a potato bun. Michael like swears by them, but
that's interesting. I was going to say
that's actually one of the things that made Saltwater Hippies burger so good too, because that was also one that we went to.
It was a potato bun. You're absolutely right. Yeah. But
so you have done 6. So you've done, okay, so I did
without me, right? Yep. And they're a big dill this year, so everything was supposed to be dill. I will say this though, we're going to get to this hot topic later in the Saltbox topic, but they have a choice on theirs. You can either get the horseradish or the ranch. So they're offering versions, and that's interesting when we're actually thinking about what we're going to talk about later.
Yes, that is actually interesting.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one's kind of on our list, but then Saturday, you and I banged out 3 of them in a row because we took part in the Burger Bus.
Exactly.
Which was the very first time this year in the 3rd year of the Burger Week. It's awesome, guys. If you missed out this year, get ready for next year already because, oh, by the way, I've already committed us.
Of course you have.
I know. I'm real bad about it, but no,
I actually had I had a really good time doing that. I thought it
I
was
got some
fun.
great ideas for next year. We're gonna have like walk off theme songs everywhere we go, getting off that bus. I
Yeah,
love
we
shout out.
need like signs.
Yes,
So
shout
because when by
noisemakers.
the time we got
No,
to hippie, everyone was like, what did you, I mean, they were joking. Did you guys all just get off a bus? And we're like, we did.
yes, we did.
Yes,
Yes.
we did.
That's so cute that we all look like we're together. So
Yes.
yeah, shout out to Max with the City of Parks and Rec department here. He did a great job. You know, Burger Week is his brainchild, and he just added to the family with the Burger Bus edition, and I think it was fantastic.
I think it was too. It was a very good year one for that.
Yes, so the three restaurants we were able to enjoy together, along with all of our little friends and family, was on the bus is going to be Scully's, and then Daiquiri Shack and Saltwater Hippie.
Yes.
I gotta say, Scully's
Scully's is up there.
pretty damn good.
Yeah, one of my employees actually had Scully's on Saturday and he ordered it again on Sunday because it was that good.
There you go, people.
I was
mean,
like, there's like 17 more to try. And he's like,
yeah.
no. He's like, I'm good with this one. So
I have to say though, shout out to the restaurant owners at Daiquiri Shack and the Saltwater Hippie because they served us themselves. So shout out
thank
to
you. You
Jeremy
are
with
so
the
right.
Jeremy with the Daiquiri Shack and Kenny with Saltwater Hippie. You guys were the best waitresses ever.
I know. How great was that? I mean, I, as a small business owner, love that. I just
Yeah.
think that, like, you got to be present in your business. Like, and when you have an event like that, that's like, I mean, it's like, this is what they train for, right?
There
I mean,
was a little bit of trash talking going. You know, the
there
Daiquiri
was, and
Shack tried to
everything really
overserve us so we wouldn't have
fit.
room. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know.
I think we're all like, I mean, I think we're all trying to figure out like which one we like better and
Yeah.
talk about it. But there really was like, Scully's didn't say much, but that was our first stop.
I
And
will
at
say
the
this.
second stop, they
Yeah.
were, I mean, he was trying to overfeed us so we wouldn't be hungry for the third one.
Yeah, he goes, "You tell Kenny that I overfed you on purpose. Make sure you tell him." So I love that. I love that. That was great. We told Kenny, of course, because we were
Yes.
ordered to.
Well,
And then
and Port
basically we were
Saltwater didn't participate last year. I mean, I know that there was brass captain the year before, but
yes,
I mean,
right.
that really must have like burned, right? Like they just couldn't because, well, one, it was Saltwater Hippie and they didn't have a kitchen
Right. Well,
except
for Fabadas. So
for
Fabadas,
Badas, but that did it
they
under
took
the
place.
name for Badas.
They did it under Fabadas, right? So they did.
And I actually had that
yeah.
one too. But so and they had controversially won the year before. And so, well, Brass Captain did, kind of same people. I don't know, here or there. So
It depends
I'm
on
sure
who
they
you
were
talk
like
to, right? It depends
planning
on who
this
you
for.
talk to, right?
So I know, planning some time as to what exactly they're going to do. And
I
would
will
just
say though,
nailed it.
exactly. I was going to say, so we were able to get 3 of them checked off. And then, of course, you and I were able to keep the party going somehow.
Somehow.
And we went to the Pinellas Beaches Chamber Monte Carlo night that night.
Yep.
Shout out to Barry and Jill with the Pinellas Beaches Chamber. Of course, Monte Carlo Casino Night is one of the biggest events that they do. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I was going to say, we had a great time. We were able to see a ton of people that we know and work with, and it was great. Kudos to everybody actually for stepping up their attire this year.
Higher.
Yeah.
I think I was the only one, like, woman wearing like pants.
They were leather, first of all. So let's not just downgrade yourself that you wore some khakis in here. Okay?
They were, but I was like, I actually think I'm the only one not wearing a dress. I mean, an evening gown.
You literally look like a Catwoman had walked into that party. Like, and what? Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, the one thing that I think Madeira Beach and the community have through Pinellas Chamber on Saturday night, obviously, and then through all of this Burger Week is the sponsorships. And I mean, I know that we did participate from a sponsorship, but just in general, just the sponsorships that people are able to.
I know.
I mean, you know, people always talk about how they put this stuff together. I mean, the passports alone,
right?
I mean, the passports alone, they're beautiful. The photography is beautiful this year. And those are not Those are all sponsored out,
And
and
we have to
it's
think
super.
too, guys. I know this is kind of sad. I'm holding it up, but when Stephanie's talking about the quality of basically even just the all colored photos in there, this is not AI. All of our lovely
No.
18 restaurants in town that participated made that burger with pride and joy,
Yes,
and then drove it safely to City Hall for the commercial photographer to be able to take these amazing
they
views.
did. And
Yeah.
this is months in the planning because
Yeah.
because the Boardwalk Grill is upstairs from me, we I mean, and I don't work there, I don't own it. But I was part of the conversation for, I would say 2 to 3 weeks
Your
about
lucky butt has found yourself in the taste
I
testers
did, I
like
did,
freaking
I did.
row.
And
Right,
so
you win.
I got to taste their final product and it's delish, but
Awesome.
they spent weeks working on it and because everything had to be done by June 1st.
Gotcha.
And then it was
You
it
have
was
to know what
probably
you're making.
a month ago in the middle of July. Everyone's busy. It's the summer months. Everyone is busy and they're taking the time out. So yeah, I just, and there was a ton of press this year so far. So I
Oh
think
my
that's great too.
God. Yeah, no, we were fangirling out on Saturday with Max. I was like, oh my God, you got to meet Dennis Phillips? Oh my
Yes.
God. Yeah, it was so exciting. So, and I will say, Max was like, I know.
It's like, I
Yeah.
mean, who else would I meet? I mean, at this point, right?
I mean, shout out to everybody. I know that I think the Channel 8 was involved. I think also shout out to the Pinellas podcast. He's been
Yes.
really heavily involved this year as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
He actually broadcasted live from the Village Friday event. And my understanding is the more people we can get into John's Pass, let's go, bro.
Yes.
So, yeah.
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 The numbers that we're hearing
Restaurant
from the
owners,
restaurants have been amazing too. Like actually staggering, like just staggering. Like
staggering. Yeah.
we've been
One of the,
hearing some of the chatter around it, and it's everyone's got the $10 piece of it. So yeah, I just it's and they're yeah. So it's just staggering. I think it's super exciting.
yeah. And we all know that a lot of these Build-A-Bear burgers, they're coming with pieces on them that are more than $10.
Yes,
So our restaurateurs and owners out here, I mean, they're really going above and beyond for us people. And I mean, you and I taking a break from our day just to stop into Caddies. I mean,
yes,
totally
yeah. We got
worth it.
caught today.
We did. Yeah, we
We did.
did. We're like busted. Yeah, we might have a picture on the Caddies social pages. Thank you, Randy.
Yeah, we got caught today. We were like,
Yeah. Well, yeah, at least we weren't eating a burger like at BRGR in Treasure Island, right?
that's
That
right.
would
I
have
know
been blasphemous. Yeah.
exactly. We
Although,
roll up with
according to Michael, you never order them otherwise. So I don't know what I'm thinking.
oh,
But
but
yeah.
that's true. That is true. That is true.
Gosh.
That is true. So yeah,
Okay.
so we've each hit 6 now.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
we've been trying to plan out the rest of them. But
Right.
we wanted to talk about the Madeira Beach. There's a Burger Week page.
We need to talk about this
We
because
do.
this is going to lead us into our saltbox topic, good people. So just friendly reminder, there is the Madeira Beach burgerweek.com. And that you can find all kinds of fun information, including how to act.
And how to act. Yeah, it's got an FAQ and
Yeah.
what are they? I'm going to look at it right now. So they have an FAQ and etiquette.
Correct.
So
Now,
that everyone has the proper etiquette with it.
for Burger Week OGs, you might remember that before we had these amazing, I'm going to call them Hollywood passports, okay? We had paper passports and they were simple stamping markings. But then on the copy of one of the little pages of the brochure was some rules and FAQs.
Yes.
And I have noticed that on the FAQ and etiquette list on the website, a couple of them are not there.
Yeah. Because one of the ones that was the big one from the beginning was a no to goes.
No to go. Right. It
Yeah.
had to be eaten in house.
And I
And there-
think that people kind of bent that rule from year one. I mean,
I think
I'm
they have.
guilty of like wanting to try a couple of them in a day while I'm at work and like down in the John's Pass. And so me just wanting to go there and get it to go. But yeah, that was one of them. But I don't see that anymore unless we're just not being provided with that. But there is a couple of things that they are mentioning that it really is truly important to note that these burgers don't cost these restaurants like less than $10.
I was just
So
about to say $8, they're $9. I don't feel like there's any black in this. Do you know what I mean? I feel
there's
like
not. Yeah, I mean the margin is
right.
non-existent.
That's what I was
And the hope is that you'll spend a little bit more money. Now at Pirates Pub, they had a little just coaster there that said like for $5 extra you could get fries or you could get a domestic beer. And I
yeah,
thought that was
a nice touch.
yeah,
Yep.
I thought it was a nice touch just so that that's where they're going to make some money off of it. And but so the first piece of the etiquette is that they might run out. I mean, they
Yes.
literally, and it says on this page, like literally, don't be a Richard.
Don't be a Richard. Yep. That one's left over from the paper passports. I like that. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thank them
No,
for
and understandably, I mean, some of the restaurants we talked to, guys, on the very first day on Friday, they sold 137 burgers. Do you understand that a lot of these restaurants don't even open until 12 o'clock, 2
That's right.
o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever it is?
Exactly.
That's a lot of product.
That
Yeah.
is a lot of product. The
That is a
other
lot.
one that they mentioned is you will tip.
God, yes, yes.
Getting a $10 fresh burger is a rarity. So it's most likely 15 to 20. I mean, I can't,
No,
as someone that orders burgers a lot, if I get it under 20, I'm pretty happy most of the time. So you are getting a heck of a deal and you should tip. I mean,
yeah. If I'm
these
ordering
people
it
are
from my
working for a living.
car and it's being
Yeah.
delivered into my car from a lady at a window, I'm not paying $10.
That's right. That's
But
right.
that's
Exactly.
other than that, I'm like, we're talking about me not slumming it at McDonald's versus going to a restaurant and eating a real burger, you know?
That's exactly right. That's
Yeah.
exactly right. And
There's
that
a
you should get drink and food and more. So
yes.
maybe
Yeah.
one of you, maybe you split the burger and you get something else, right? Why
There's
not?
an idea. There's
There's
an
something you
idea.
do.
Maybe if we're not dead set that everyone's going to love the burger beyond, maybe we'll order a chicken sandwich with the burger and then we split
Exactly.
that,
And we split that as well. That's
So,
right. And then to share your burger week journey.
yes, they always ask, of course, to kind of put our stories out there, tag us in the hashtag, tag us in our social pages. And that's really, guys, because I think we kind of have to take it back because back to the beginning of this 3 years ago, where basically this was something that Max with the Parks and Rec department, my understanding is kind of put together, seeing the fact that when the summer season came towards a close and the back to schools started happening with the kiddos, a lot of our restaurants were going through a low tide.
Yes.
Essentially, they're dead. There's not a lot of business, we're on our shoulder season or whatever you want to call it. So this is to kind of entice us locals alike to also go patronize these restaurants that we have here in our hometown. Look at me, I'm already born here.
You is.
You can't tell me otherwise. So basically, that's why we started this. This is why he started this, was to help basically drum up business for our local small businesses.
Yeah.
And so don't be a
Get the
Richard.
locals out again too. Everyone's
Yes.
hibernating like, the heat.
Well, it's hot as hell.
Hibernation.
Yeah.
It
It's
is
hot as
hot.
hell.
And to get
Yeah.
you out there. I mean, I was actually impressed with how many people were out. I mean, a lot of
No.
sporting events will get people out, but I was impressed with how many people were out and about on
Very much
Saturday
so.
for sure.
Well, and even Village Friday on Friday night.
Yes.
That was one of the record turnouts that we've had in a while. And
Yeah,
this
that's what I
was
had
one
heard.
back from having summer break. So it was
Yes.
very exciting.
That is really, really exciting. But,
But
as typical, it turns sideways sometimes. And we had to throw this in the mix.
I had to throw this in for the official Saltbox topic. And I realize we don't normally get ourselves this far specifically into the weeds. I think it's going to be fine. We usually bring a topic and then we kind of get ourselves there naturally. But let's go all the way into the dirty details.
Let's go into the dirty details.
Today,
we have a trending post in Madeira Beach, Florida, spelled out for those that are playing along on Facebook.
Florida.
Yeah, there is a post that now, let's see. Let's see if I can pull this one together and see. Truly, it was posted earlier today, and it has like close to 300 comments.
I feel bad for this person a little bit. A little bit.
Exactly.
I mean, here's the
but actually this person is participating in different ways too. And like, so this individual went to
tell them what they said, first of all.
Yeah. So apparently, this is where we go back to kind of some of the rules and why we read the rules a little bit. So it's a $10 burger. Originally, you weren't supposed to do it to go, so I don't know if that rule is even in. And then you're not supposed to substitute it because it's supposed
Or
to be. This is
no substitutions and no exemptions.
yes, yes, so that people don't think that every time they go somewhere, it's a build your own burger, right?
Yeah. I mean, the Captain Obvious thing would be I'd like to substitute Gulf shrimp for the bacon jam. No,
Yeah,
Charlie.
yeah,
But what we're talking about in the exemption world was in the Madeira Beach, Florida today. Some poor soul. And I only say that because of the keyboard outrage that has in
yeah,
turn been now aimed at this person. They went to one of the restaurants participating and they asked for the burger to come with no mayonnaise. And they were told, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Now, this person did decide to take to the keyboard and put this out there. So maybe they knew what they would start. I don't know, but it's just kind of like I would have maybe just kept that to myself. But then again, not trying to victim shame or blame.
yes,
And the 328 comments that have followed that Stephanie and I have been able to peruse through are kind of different. There are a few people thinking that, when you're in the customer service industry, it's a whatever the customer wants, the customer gets. They could have easily just said, no mayo, no problem, whatever it
exactly.
might be. However, there was a lot of people that were chiming in to defend essentially that restaurant's choice to say, I'm sorry, with that particular special, there are no exemptions. I can't do that. Now, I think that they are 100% right in the fact of this is a competition. So if one were to have the burger without the pickle and without the mayo, think it's the best burger. But maybe another restaurant is better with the pickle and mayo, and then somehow they win out of an error. See, I think we're getting too far into it with this.
Yeah,
But I also think that it's like first world problems, man. Like take the burger. Like I don't like ketchup.
yeah,
Okay. I hate ketchup.
yeah. I'm not a big fan of ketchup either, actually, on my burger.
I call it the devil's condiment. I won't
Yeah.
eat it with fries.
I
I
don't
won't
even
eat it.
actually like
I
tomatoes on my burger. I don't
I
like anything
won't
that's
eat
going to disrupt my bite. And like
I won't
sometimes it
eat
does.
chili knowing that someone has put ketchup in it. You have to tell me there's no ketchup. Just lie to me, okay?
That's right.
For football season, you ever feed me chili, just tell me there's no ketchup in it, okay? So anyway, the point is though is that a lot of people are jumping down saying that this is a competition. You're not supposed to get it a la carte. You're not supposed to be able to change it up. You sound like the person going in there and asking for the $16 burger and wanting it for the $10 price. But I'll kind of back off on that part because again, they're not asking for extra on it. They're not asking to substitute something obviously
They're just
ridiculously more
asking for something to
expensive.
be left off.
And it also turns out that that person is apparently highly allergic to
Yes.
mayonnaise or an ingredient in the mayonnaise.
And that could have just been a simple, guys, no substitutions, please. Because the person that ordered the day before could have
Yeah.
said, yeah, can I just get, let me see. I'm gonna
I don't
give
want
you an
any
example.
pickle. I don't want any lettuce. I don't want the cheese. I don't want the bun. I don't want the bun. I'm like, do you want literally a piece of lettuce? Jesus.
Exactly. And interestingly, they didn't want mayo, but it doesn't even list that there's mayo on it.
Shut up.
No, it doesn't. So I wonder if like the one inside, like of this restaurant says mayo,
Sorry, I believe you.
but maybe they're just making sure like that there's not mayo on it, and um,
And
I
maybe
think
the waitress was on autopilot and just said,
yeah, I
sorry,
think
no
she was. Let's
substitutions.
just say that she was on autopilot, but it does so that it's not our controversy to even make the decision because we don't
No,
A, own a
no.
restaurant, B, we're not running this contest, and C, we are just an active participant just like you guys are. But I just think it's interesting the uproar of the almost 300 comments of,
You're
you
absolutely
know,
right. And you know what? We've been avoiding saying this restaurant's name, but I think it's important to note. I'm showing it. So this is Angry Pepper, okay? This is where this incident actually took place. And I'm actually fine with it because Angry Pepper has come out of the woodwork every freaking
every
year. They
every year
play to win.
they
And
do play to
we
win.
sat next to the owners of the Angry Pepper at the last awards party last year at the Daiquiri Shack, and they were the nicest people.
They were the
And
night.
I go there for Taco Tuesdays rather regularly. I love that restaurant. They have some of the most friendly service staff. They have some of the best menus, best barbecue, being from Kansas City, I should know. And I will say, she's right. Look, guys, nowhere in this does it actually say mayonnaise. Now, the question is, does the Bama white sauce, what is that?
I don't know. But one of the comments was like, it should have been no mayo, no problem, right?
That's kind of,
The
yeah.
other thing to note that we've been mentioning, but just to note it again, is that there is no way this burger costs is $10. This is $10.
Their
Maybe
burger,
wrong.
their burger specifically has, the burger patty itself is made from brisket.
Yeah,
Okay.
burger, brisket, and bacon on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, shoot, tomatoes alone are freaking expensive for these restaurants right now, and it
And we're
serves
not talking Oscar Mayer bacon, people. We're talking
no,
thick cut.
no
Okay.
thick cut that's probably been.
And if any of you are actually grocery shopping still in the United States of these Americas, we all know that bacon ain't cheap. Okay.
Bacon is not cheap. That is right. That is
Yeah.
right. But it is. I mean, people are upset. People are saying then you shouldn't go there.
A lot of people are coming to the defense of the restaurant and saying that I saw one gentleman that said that I have been to many a burger competitions in many different cities.
Wow.
And it always is like this. Know how the game is played. I saw something to that effect. And I was like, well, if that wasn't,
Okay.
what's his name? Bear Grylls, or no, not Bear Grylls. What's his name? What's the diner drive-ins and dives? What's his name?
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah,
Like,
people are complaining about it, but it's just interesting. The one thing that's fun about it is that people are also saying the burgers they tried and creating an open forum of some of the things that they have tried.
and I will
one of
say,
the other things is that the gentleman that made the
there it
post
is. Yep. He
participating back, and I
again.
like that because a lot
It
of people
didn't
are just
stop him.
like, "Where should I go to get grouper?" And then I swear they never look again.
Yeah, no, the shout out to the person that actually made the post, because it didn't stop them. They didn't get deterred. They actually commented back to the post later. Just came from Bamboo Beach Bar. It was delicious.
It was, and then someone replied back to that and said it was nasty. So you can't please them all.
Oh my God, you can't
There's
win them all,
18
honey.
different ones. Just go
Yeah.
try the one that you think is right. And
I do find it ironic though that we had the time to make the post to begin with. Maybe we'll think about it again, but if we ever try, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, again, just go on with your day, man. I don't know. Just go on with your day, right?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are commenting on that, which that's good for a conversation too, is just then put down which one they like. Oh, well.
You know, I guess shout out to Chris, because we wouldn't have had a salt box topic today if he hadn't thrown himself on the gauntlet there.
Yeah, and I wonder if he's sitting there going, "Oh my gosh, what did I just do?"
Oh my God, exactly. No, he's probably like us, and we're like, I immediately regret that. That's not a good decision. I want to take it. I take it back. I take all of it back.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. Well, hopefully some people will start putting pictures in here. Come on, put some pictures in here.
That's very true. We've been pretty good so far about taking photos of the evidence in which we've consumed. So yes. I think, we'll have to definitely post a kind of a collage, if you will. Shout out to Trent. He's so cute. So by the end of the burger bus, apparently I couldn't even lift my phone. So he took a picture in saltwater for us if we didn't have one. So I have one for saltwater. He did. So I have a picture of the burger in saltwater from the burger bus.
Yep. I don't even know if I took one from saltwater, actually.
I think the only one we're actually missing is maybe Jack Shack, but we'll figure it out. So, but before we let you guys go, there is a little something in the Beaches Tide Check we want to make sure to mention. Cannot not talk about burgers. Can't stop, won't stop, apparently.
Yep, exactly.
So this week, actually, on Wednesday, August 26th at noon at the Cambria Hotel here in Madeira Beach, on this, on this month's episode of Conversations with the Mayor, we're having Burgers with the Board. So this is going to actually be all of our lovely Board of Chambers commissioners, including our new city manager, and I think our new communications director.
Yes.
So yeah, let's go out. I know Stephanie and I have purposely planned on that day being the day that we get our Cambria stamp.
Yes. When we were trying to decide which one to go to today, we both had the same idea.
Yes.
The Caddy's one was very good too. It was very good.
So good. Make sure you guys stop at the one on the beach, man. Number one, the view is amazing. And number two,
we're guilty of talking about how we had not been there.
Oh my God.
and
You know what
wild.
though? I had been downstairs to their little downstairs outdoor bar and restaurant area, but I had not been upstairs
Yes, me too.
in a bit. In a bit.
Me too.
So yeah,
Yeah.
the views are amazing.
But yes, Cambria will be on Wednesday, and then I got to figure out how I'm gonna. So I have 11 more that I got to figure out.
Now,
That's actually doable. It's only
given the fact
Monday.
it is only Monday. It is only Monday, and I do have to make it to Angry Pepper at some point. They definitely are on
I
my
do. I
docket.
definitely want to hit eight. That will be one. There's one. There's some that I'm like, I'm gonna do this by myself and order them, and then there's some that I know that I can.
We have to make sure to get down to the Bamboo Beach Bar. I've heard good
Yes,
things about that one. I just remember last year when I was at Bamboo Beach Bar for something else, and you and Michael rolled in,
yeah.
and you had already had a burger somewhere else,
We had
and
a
we were
burger at.
sitting down to have another burger, and you
We
just
had
looked at
one
me.
at Frabato's that day, and we also had one at the Reef.
Yeah, and then you come like strolling in, and you just looked at me. Your eyes were like, "Help me!" Like
Yeah,
I can't do this.
I should have like hit the dance floor to burn off like. Well, that's how we kind of felt like on Saturday when we were at Dak Shack and we were going to Hippie. We were like, can we just like we might need to walk there.
I think the walk would do us good. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think
We
it would
definitely.
do us really good.
And without getting too into the kind of like, we don't need to know about that. But I will say, Trent and I had this conversation. We don't eat red meat. We
Yeah,
don't like, and it's not like a pescatarian lifestyle choice. We just don't.
yeah,
Okay. We've never been a hamburger household. When I make tacos or I make chili, I make it with ground turkey. Sorry. I just do. I can hear all the Midwestern women getting their pots out right now, being like, shame, shame, shame. But it's turkey. And so honestly, Sunday I woke up after having 5 burgers, the 36 to 48 hours before that, and I was not okay. And I looked it up, and actually it's a thing. When you don't have red meat like a vegetarian or a pescatarian, you have to actually like break your body back into it. So I've actually learned a thing or two, and next year I'm training a month
yeah.
before.
This is what I train for. I'm telling you, all year long.
Well, yes, even though
I
your husband's
I
like,
really feel
"What?"
like this is what I
Yeah.
train for. I
I
train
I
more for
didn't
this
train
than I
with.
did for the 5K Sun Run.
Isn't it funny though that I'm willing to train for the Burger Week, but I am unwilling to even think about your little 5K?
There's one in TI coming up.
I'll be
Yes.
at the finish line. Here's your beer.
Here you go. Here you
I'll bring a
go.
I'll bring a car for you next
That's
time.
right.
I was gonna
Right.
say instead of a non-air conditioned golf cart. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, guys, of course, always make sure to feel like we want you to be involved in the conversation. If there's something that you want us to talk about, please, please, please shoot us a DM. If you know us personally, shoot us a text, shoot us an email, give us a follow and put it on the timeline of our social pages. However, we will find it. We have full episodes that are usually available on YouTube and Spotify. Stay tuned because we do have another special guest coming up this summer, and this is going to be about a hot topic here. So I
Yeah.
think that people are definitely going to want to pay attention to it. We are on the socials, of course, at Instagram, Facebook. Other than that, God help us all.
That's right. That's right. Exactly.
May the force and the burgers be with you.
6 days left.
6 days. 6 days. And then, of course, guys, make sure to join us on September 16th. The annual Burger Week Awards party is going to be September 16th, the Dak Shack. Details to come. So, all
Exactly.
right,
All
guys.
right. Until next time, you guys stay salty and sip often.
That's right. Stay sipping. Bye.